the shit.
Hey everybody, this is TFTS, an educational show about something that we all do. We all do something dirty, and you might not talk about it, you might not want to know your mind, but once again, you do it. Got a new poop story we're going to talk about later, got an article I'm going to get into, random poop thoughts. It's a short podcast, I like it, we get everything done. We don't have to stretch it out. It doesn't have to be an hour podcast like that god-awful Josh Gas show that no one listens to. And that's what we do. We do a short show. We get to the point, and it's usually a 10 to 15 minute, maybe once in a while, 20-minute show. And that's it. It's on iTunes. No one's listening to it. No one's giving it a shitty review as of yet because of the name. But I'm hoping that'll change soon. But regardless, let's get to this poop article. Can COVID-19 spread through farts? Hold on, I gotta mute this because I gotta put my chat up so I can see it right here. I'm such a professional live broadcaster. I only been going live for how long now? 3 years or so? TS, an educational... Oh boy, there we go. Play that right through the speakers. Yes, can COVID-19 spread through farts? This could stink if that were the case. Hey, there's a pun for you. Perhaps you got wind that the question that Norman Swan asked in a recent Australian broadcast, can farts spread through COVID-19? Yes, farts, natural gas emissions that come from everyone else's behinds but yours. Are there scientific reasons you consider any possible link between farting and, hey, Kurt Russell, coronavirus? Yes, we're talking about can farts spread through coronavirus? Coronavirus, because people do fart. Healthy people fart from 5 to 25 times a day. These are thresholds you're desperately trying to hold your 26th fart today. Let it go. But there's more. Diarrhea can be a symptom of COVID-19. Yeah, some guy was licking toilet seats. I don't know if you guys remember, this guy licked the toilet seat for a dare, and he got COVID-19 on a plane somewhere. It says, can different varieties ranging from tiny boots to wet ones? Volume of study, farts and found the largest volume fart can be 300. That's over one. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Can it spread through the virus through the air? Some of these articles have said yes, some have said no. But they do the same without pants. It says, wearing pants seems to make a difference. I guess if you're wearing shorts or you're wearing a Speedo, you fart, you can get somebody sick. Make sure you wear pants out there, folks, even though it's getting warm out there. You can't tell much from a single... So they don't really answer the question. It says, after all, fart is a subject while wearing pants. Touching a subject and your position. After all, your bottom is not a missile launcher. And it shows a guy with his pants. It says, as you can see, governments and farts can be common. So they really don't answer the question, but it's certainly interesting. Now we're going to get to some poop thoughts here. Wasted wipes. I had this happen last week. These things always happen after we do an episode of this. Hold on, let me get a swig of water. I've been yapping now. We did start the show tonight a little bit early because I live at home and we get quiet time. You got to do something. It's rare. Hold on a second. Yeah, so I took a poop last week, which is done to happen, and then I used my wipes, and then 5 to 10 minutes later, I had to take another poo, and I realized I wasted wipes. You don't want to waste wipes. I hate that. I hate when you think you're done, and then all of a sudden, 5-10 minutes later, you go back, you rush yourself, you couldn't tell. We need some sort of, like, detector. You know what I'm saying? We need some sort of, like, poop detector that'll tell you how much poo you have, when you're going to poo. I mean, that would really help. That would really make us know when we're done. What else do we have? So last week, this is how bad my diet is. This happened last Saturday. I like to celebrate. When I'm out of work on the weekend, I eat too bad. My diet's terrible. I ate some KFC for lunch. Okay, I didn't eat no breakfast. Then afterwards, I went to the supermarket and got some snacks. I got a king-size candy bar and a spicy bag of chips because I don't go out Saturday nights anymore. But I used to go out Saturday nights. I used to say, okay, don't eat nothing crazy. Now that I don't go out Saturday nights anymore, I'm just eating out of control. Sunday, the next day, I took a dump that was so big and ratchet. It took 5 buckets of water. Now, for those who don't know, I have a little toilet system. And, a little toilet. So I can flush some of the poo out, but you have to use buckets of water, which is why I have to put the wipes in the paper in the bag. Took 5 buckets of water. 5 buckets. It was disgusting. This is a poop story I don't think I've ever told on the show before. If I have, I don't remember. Pretty much, this is many years ago. It's probably my early 20s. I was in the shower, and I had to poop. And I wanted to get out the shower, but I didn't want to slip. So what I did was I pooped in my hand like a caveman, and I threw the poop. It landed directly into the toilet, and then I just cleaned myself up with my hand in my ass. And I realized, we really are apes. We really are. It's not much different. Now, that's something an ape would do. We are monkeys, and that was a very animalistic thing that I threw. And if I missed it, can you imagine if I missed? Folks, can you imagine if I missed and I hit the floor or I hit the sink or something? Nailed it. Right in the toilet. Didn't have to get out. Didn't have to risk slipping. What else we got? Oh, yeah. So this is another poop story. And then we get to an old poop story. Then we got a new poop story that happened just 2 days ago. And we'll talk about a little bit about today, too. Pretty much, I used to eat the school lunch in 10th grade. It was disgusting. I ate a turkey sandwich. I put hot peppers on there. Started playing cards with this kid, and my stomach was killing me, so I put my head down. I was like, my stomach hurts. I let out a fart. It cleared out the whole lunchroom. When I say the whole lunchroom, the whole lunchroom was talking about my fart. Girls were walking by, blaming it on each other. Every guy was laughing. It was disgusting. I remember the security people it was like I cleared out the whole room. It was disgusting. I called it a ghost fart. It just floated in the lunchroom. It never went away. And I went to the other side of the lunchroom. And the dude that I was talking to was like, "You nasty son of a bitch. You're one nasty motherfucker." And I was like, dude, I had to fart. Okay, so talk about a little about today. Today, they ate a bag of spicy chips in school. And then when I got home, I ate a big dinner. And I just been, man. I just took a shot of Pepto-Bismol an hour before the show, clear everything out before work tomorrow. But this happened on Saturday. I was hanging out with a buddy, Willie Fritz, who's a good friend of the show. Not this show, not the poop show. He's a good friend of the Josh cast, even though he probably doesn't want to do that show. That's another shit show. And we were at the park, and what happened was, as he was picking me up, my stomach was hurting. And I didn't want to cancel. He was nice enough to pick me up. I said, dude, you don't have to pick me up. He said, no, I'll pick you up. Because the buses were slow. He's a very generous guy. So I wanted to cancel because I knew I was going to get the shit out there. So he's like, yeah, the plan is we're going to go to Taco Bell because that's his favorite fast food place. And then we're going to go to this park. So we put a mask on, get in his car. We go to Taco Bell. We get the food. We go to the park. And I said, I'm going to have to take a dump. The bathrooms are open. He said, no, the bathrooms are closed. I said, that's weird. Why would you let the park open, but they won't let the bathroom? They said, yeah, I don't know. So pretty much I was in the park. And we ate the Taco Bell, went for a walk, which sounds romantic, but it wasn't romantic. We were just talking, catching up, how you been, blah, 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 just hanging out. And then as we got in his car, I said, dude, I really have to shit. I said, what's the closest place I can shit? He said, well, there's like a renter's place. There's like 10 minutes from here. I said, 10 minutes? I can't go. I'll go right in that bush right there. He looked at me like, what? I said, I have to go. Now, this park is packed. Okay, Saturday was like 70 degrees. It's packed. There's tons of cars, tons of people, families. I have to shit. I have my wipes on me, as you guys know. I have gloves on. I said, I'm ready. So he looks at me like I'm crazy. Okay. He pulls over. I go. Now, with the bushes I'm at, if you can imagine to the left side of you, it's all these cars and all these people over here, right? And then to the right of you, there's a highway where cars can kind of see you. I'm in the middle, and I go behind this tree, which you can still see me. I pull my pants down. I take 4 or 5 wipes. I told you this before. I make a diaper, right? And I blew it into the diaper wipes, I call it. And then more came out, and I had no choice. I had to make sure I squeezed my underwear in my pants so that the poo doesn't get in the back of my pants. And I blow it out. I blow it out against this tree. I was successful. I didn't get on the back of my pants. Because imagine this guy has to drive me home. I mean, in that case, I'll probably have to take an Uber. But because I'm not going to get in his car and mess up his car. And then I got poop on my gloves. Because there was so much poop. Thank God I had these gloves on. And then I got poop on my baby wipe bag. So I had to take the gloves off first. Then take the wipes out of the bag. Put it in my hoodie. And then throw it all out. I got all the poop out because I'm a professional pooper. Then I had to pee. And I said, well, and the whole time this happened, I'm thinking about the show, like, this is why I have a show about poop, folks. I have so many poop stories more than anybody. I'm just not meant to go out. This is why sometimes I don't want to leave the house. This is what sometimes I think to myself, I can't be a live streamer, because I just think about pooping all the time. I always think, when am I going to poop? Even if I don't eat bad, when is it going to come out? So I had to pee at that point, and I said, well, fuck, my pants are already down, and as cars are going by, cars are on the other side are slowing down, but they're not saying anything, and I'm kind of looking at them, and I just had to pee, so I turned around and pissed on my own shit, and then I flicked my dick, probably got pissed on my pants, but I had to get out of there, and then I pull my pants up, and I walk out, I look over, I didn't see anybody staring at me, but somebody had to see me. Somebody on the other side, but that guy's taking a shit. I get inside of his car, I said, hey, can you put a blanket down, just in case I had poop on the back of my pants? I don't want to mess up your car. And he said, all right. He put this old blanket down he had, and he drove me home. And I said, I'm sorry, man. I really had to go. And he was like, yeah, it's fine. He started laughing because Willie Fritz was actually on a couple episodes of Poop Stories. We actually did an episode of that show in person, if you guys remember. And for those of you who listen to the True Life Not Dorito show. Yeah. So that's pretty much what happened. So a new poop story. Folks, this show, I need to see a doctor. Well, it's a bad diet, too. It's obviously a bad diet. If I eat more sensible things like fruits, little salads, things that you should actually eat, there's not spicy chips and tons of meat and pizza and all this stuff I eat. Probably that's not the case, but it's obviously a bad diet. But maybe I do have IBM. Is it IBM or IBS? Probably one or the other. But yeah, man, this just happened. I was thinking about the show, and every time I do an episode of this show, I feel like it's karma. I'm like, you know what? I'm getting everything I deserve for making this show. This show is evil. It's considered a fail. And folks, we just did 16 episodes of this show. Can you believe it? 16 episodes. My God, that's a lot of talking shit. We all know that's all I can really do is talk shit. And that's all the topics I have. That's it. That's the end of the show. So once again, the next episode might be around Memorial Day. Every time I do an episode of this show, I go, that's it. That's the last show. How much shit can you possibly talk about? I started writing topics down. Started writing a few. I might hear an article once in a while. I write that down. Next thing you know, about a week and a half, 2 weeks later, we got ourselves a show. Because I just started writing things down. I'm like, I have so many thoughts about poop. I'm not even trying. I know you folks thinking, yeah, you're probably trying. You're trying to make your poop stories up. No, I don't want to poop in public. I really don't. I like pooping at home. That's why sometimes I don't want to go out. I don't want to poop in fucking public. It's disgusting. And I don't want to poop in a crowded park on a Saturday, 2 o'clock, with tons of families watching. It's disgusting. I mean, no one could see my little dick from that far away. But still, I could have got a ticket. I was thinking the park ranger. And then I went to the same park the next day with my family. And I was so paranoid that some park ranger was going to pull up and go, hey, were you that guy from yesterday? I'm going to write you a $300 ticket. You just shit all over our park. It was disgusting. So yeah, maybe there is something wrong with me. But we all know there's something wrong with my brain. Folks, this has been another edition of TFTS. No one's going to listen to this on iTunes or write a review. But because it has the word shit in it, I had to block it out. Poop Stories was a more show, but that asshole, like I said, he's just put it up like it was his. But regardless, that's it. I thank you folks for listening to this. I don't know who wants to listen.